We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Gets past one man, and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first and 3's him. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Guys ready to get it on right now? Bring it! Come on, dig in, let's go!
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a throw here, hauled in. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. They go play action with Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Jackson, he's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Purdy looking to throw.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Now Purdy.
This is Jennings. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They go play action here. Purdy. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson eluding the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. On 2nd and 10,
Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Purdy. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 27, Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Purdy.
Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know He's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. McCaffrey running up the middle. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Gets around him. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Jackson on 1st down. Going right back to Beckham here, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Again, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens, 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Second down at 5.
Throwing is Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now here's the option play going left. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. A good pickup there at 22. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. This is McCaffrey on the give. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw again is Jackson. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now Jackson, and in for the Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
They can't stop us. It's game time. I'm coming. It's showtime. Let us dictate. Let's go, y'all.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So the victory here for San Francisco. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.